Christmas is just around the corner, and with that, we wanted to dedicate a little bit of time to talk about our favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Is it Elf? I mean,
it's a good one.
It's good, but
no,
it's not the best.
It's not the best Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life.
Too sad.
It's too sad of a movie.
Get it out of here.
The Grinch.
Gross.
It's just gross. And Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Get that whiny loser out of here.
No siree. The best Christmas movie of all time is Into the Spiderverse. I mean, come on.
It's got a tree.
There's a Christmas album.
Spider bells, goblin spells.
What is happening?
Hey, he's got a nice voice.
It's got snow.
What more do you need? It was released in December.
Yeah, those are all of the elements of a Christmas movie. It's got a guy dressed in red delivering the present of freedom to an entire city. One of them has a little bit of a belly.
I mean, come on.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Not only is Into the Spiderverse our favorite Spider-Man movie of all time, but it's also one of our favorite movies of all time. And with the release of a new trailer for its sequel that came out just a couple days ago, we're more excited than ever for its sequel to come out this June.
June!
And so, with all this excitement and a not at all forced connection to this holiday season, we thought, what if there were a ride based off of this fantastic movie? So that's what we're going to show you today.
So, to help you understand our ideas for what this ride would look like, I made a couple of pictures using a combination of AI, Photoshop, and my own artistic skills, I guess.
Aren't you pretty good at drawing like animals and warriors and stuff?
Yes. Probably the best that I know of.
So, getting into our ride a little bit, as we know, every ride needs a grand entrance. It needs something to hook the guest to bring them into this ride. For us, that epic entrance is going to be what transports guests into the world of the Spider-Verse. So, we thought, what better way to do this than with a giant portal?
As guests approach the ride, they'll see a giant portal with the words, "Enter the Spider-Verse." You see what we did there?
You see what we did there? Hey, they did it with the sequel, so we're allowed to do it too.
In our story, you, as a guest, will be entering the world of the movie and putting on the mask of Spider-Man, because after all, anyone can wear the mask.
As that was one of the main themes of the first movie, we thought it would be great to kind of center a ride around this idea of anyone being able to put on the mask of Spider-Man and become the hero of their own story. From there, guests will continue to walk forward once they enter the portal, and they'll see that they're in front of Aunt May's house from the movie. The queue will lead guests through her house, which appears to be crudely repaired from the fight in the first movie. There'll be some Easter eggs there, like duct tape on the wall. And
they did her house so dirty in the first movie.
Poor Aunt May.
Poor Aunt May.
I hope she had good insurance.
Yeah.
From the kitchen, as you pass, you'll hear Aunt May's voice kind of sarcastically calling out to the guests as they go through, saying, "Oh great, here comes some more. Just keep on walking to the back, and make sure to wipe your shoes," stuff like that to kind of immerse you in the environment of Aunt May's house.
And then in her house, there'll be a TV playing a news report showing Kingpin and some of his posse of villains have escaped from prison and are on the loose. Their top goal, hunting down Spider-Man.
Guests will then pass into Aunt May's backyard, and the queue will lead them down into the Spider Cave. Here, they'll meet a projection of Miles swinging around above them. He'll tell you he's glad that you all made it safely, and that it's dangerous out there, so he'll have to teach you how to become Spider-Man.
This could be the most dangerous night of my life. And yours.
But first, no Spider-Man is Spider-Man without a cool outfit. So you're gonna have to get your mask. Miles will direct guests to computer screens in the Spider Cave where guests will design their own spider suits.
So yeah, it takes the idea of kind of Test Track from Disney, the interactivity of the ride, but you're applying it to Spider-Man, making your own suit that will appear later on in the ride itself. Once you've made your spider suit, guests are ready to begin their Spider-Man training. Guests will be led to the station where they'll board spider buggies as seen in the movie. They'll hear the voices of Miles, Gwen, Peter B. Parker, all of them guiding them through their training and teaching them different things they need to know in order to be Spider-Man.
You're gonna want to use baby powder in the soup. heavy on the joints. You don't want any chafing.
First, they'll have to get suited up. So they'll pass the big display of all the different Spider-Man suits, and the ones that they designed will be projected onto the display.
They'll see what they designed appear in the ride itself. And again, we're going to keep the rest of this concept very simple. We're not going to make a floor plan or anything like that. But from there, guests will go on through the rest of their spider training. For example, Gwen will teach you how to stick and how to climb walls.
Peter B. Parker will teach you how to swing with your webs on an obstacle course through the Spider Cave, which leads down a tunnel that will lead you up into the city.
And finally, guests will land atop a large building. You'll back up to jump from the building, but right as you're about to jump, an arm will come out of nowhere and grab your entire vehicle and lift you into the air.
And who would have thought it's Doc Ock? She lived by getting hit by a truck.
She got hit by a truck, but she lived!
Were you killed? Sadly, yes. But I lived.
And then Doc Ock would hold you in place as Kingpin and more villains show up to take you down.
And then it will go into the kind of a climactic end of the ride where Miles will punch Doc Ock, letting you loose, and then a fight will ensue throughout the rest of the city. And look at that, Mia made this concept into a green screen, so I can literally put whatever I want here. And in the end, you'll end up catching all the villains by having a bunch of Spider-Man and all the recruits shooting webs and catching them in a big net.
After that, the ride will end and guests will disembark and be told that they have to return to their own dimension. As they're leaving, they'll pass a TV with news reports showing images of Spider-Man swinging through the city, and then themselves will appear from the suits they designed at the beginning of the ride, helping guests to remember to continue being heroes even after they return to their own dimension.
So there it is. There is our idea for a Into the Spider-Verse themed dark ride. Would you ride it? Do you want to ride this ride? I mean, I know I would.
Would you do anything differently? Would you make it a roller coaster? And if it was a roller coaster, what kind?
And as we close this video, remember that anyone can wear the mask. And also, anyone can subscribe to Park Pals. So, you know what to do. With great power comes great responsibility. Do hit that subscribe button. Whoa!